I'm sorry, is our death game boring you?
Also, can AI feel tired?
No, it's just being a dick.
Oh, you're finally done. You were taking so long.
That's why the previous Zero put a time limit.
We do have a time limit.
Yawning?
No, we don't.
Really? You're just a computer program.
We have a 2-hour time limit.
Until the doors open.
Yeah.
I'm saying like a death time limit. Like
That is a death time limit. If we don't go through, then we die. Have you forgotten about that?
Oh, you mean if we don't make it back in time?
Yeah. That makes it a time limit.
Does it take 2 hours to get down there? Damn.
It's still a time limit.
Oh, with this game,
we're still being forced to go out there flow, and you know they're gonna spend like 3 hours arguing in this room now.
Yeah.
You don't get tired.
Hey, Theo. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it.
What?
So I'd watch my mouth if I were you.
I'm sorry. Are you gonna break the rules to kill him?
Otherwise, well, you really need me to spell it out.
Is Dio just you?
I mean, maybe. I do own a hat like that.
That's a good boy.
Whenever he's around, he just says what you're saying. You say something out loud, then Dio says it immediately afterwards.
I guess Dio's my.
He's like, "Can you even yawn?"
Dio's my spirit animal today. Let's go.
Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier.
Jesus Christ, fucking K is like so tall.
Yeah, he's massive.
He is literally like 7 size in height.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Namely, how
Maybe
do you
he's
get
7.
more BP?
Maybe he's 7 with amnesia again. Just like last time.
Why the fuck is he wearing armor?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'll be disappointed if he's not a character from the first game, because why is he in armor then?
Yeah.
Other than just disguise him from us and Clover.
We're going to the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
The one you came from.
Doesn't matter, does it?
That doesn't really matter.
Alright then.
Alright then.
Fair enough.
Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
So I think they're going to vote on whether or not people's values go up or down on their bracelets.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be an argument to like, you should favor the people who are in pairs more because they're 2 people for the price of 1 and stuff like that. That might be the argument.
Play a game.
Thanks, Saw.
Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex Game.
Time to learn what that means.
Wait. What's Ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right.
I have
It
that.
can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
Oh, I'm not like that.
You're ambidextrous?
Yeah.
You can write left and right-handed?
No.
What do you think ambidextrous means?
I can do everything else left and right-handed. I just can't write. Because I never practiced
You can like
writing.
pitch left and right-handed?
Yeah.
Huh.
I just can't write because I didn't practice it, so I never wrote with my left hand. It's a game of betrayal, then.
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the Nonary Game?
That refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary Game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape.
What, a computer?
The Ambidex Game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one.
It's impressive that the AI has how do you say that?
Colloquialisms?
Colloquialisms.
It has puns.
Yeah, well, puns
that's
are
what you're
different,
sticking
though.
on?
But like, she was like the whole enchilada. Like, how the fuck would you know what the whole enchilada means as an AI?
I don't know.
That would take some effort.
As a localized AI.
Yeah, as a local. Well,
I don't think he said the whole enchilada in Japanese.
the whole sushi. Like,
The entire sushi. The honorable fish.
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Is it?
damn.
Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think?
Can you buy a bushel of carrots?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am, so you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please?
Now we're jumping into like southern accents.
So I'm under the impression that this person was like hired to do the voice and told like,
were they just allowed to do whatever they felt
yeah,
like, basically?
They're just like, read the lines, and someone was like, well, these are boring lines, I'm gonna just make silly voices.
I'm just gonna do every voice.
Yeah, and the person was like, I guess you could use it as your fucking
your timing keeps changing, your pitch keeps changing. I'm like, this is alright.
She's like the most inconsistent, poorly built AI I've ever seen. She like, her voice is all over the place. It has no consistent tone.
She's just built to fuck with us, I guess.
It's not even fucking with us though. It's just like dumb. It sounds dumb. It makes no sense. She like deepens her voice at some moments and then keeps it deep for too long past the point where she should be.
They did. Zero did create an AI that's programmed just to be an asshole because it laughs at its own jokes and antagonizes everyone. But then when anyone says anything against it, it's like, I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
I hate to say this, but like,
he's so rude.
I miss Zero.
You mean not talking to us?
No, I miss like the old Zero, which was like kind of at least intimidating and cool. Like I felt like, oh man, I mean, it's still kind of scary. He's with the gas mask and he just won't take it off.
He mostly just didn't talk to us.
Well,
that we just had clear rules at the beginning, and then the game just happened. Except we didn't, because they were all lies. Because secretly those weren't the rules, and you're dumb for thinking they'd be the rules when they told you they'd be the rules.
I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
How does an AI understand what Southerners sound like?
Of a different country.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fee and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room.
Okay.
So we open.
Let's do it.
Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in too?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
I mean, you're part of this team. Okay. Yeah, like what the fuck? She's part of this team too. Why is she being so damn dismissive?
Am I meant to be like, that's a weird question or something? Like they might be going for the idea like, well, it's weird that you're asking me that. Like, what the fuck do you think we're here for or something? Maybe?
You could be not a bitch about it.
Minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Wait, excuse me?
I don't think we spent an hour. I think it's saying that this has 45-minute time limit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we're gonna spend 45 minutes here?
We're gonna do the vote that we heard about in the gold files.
What? This game's got a time limit too?
Why couldn't Sigma just have a voice actor? Frankly.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, because it's supposed to be you, I guess?
But Junpei had a voice actor?
Wait, yeah, Junpei did have a voice actor.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you cheap out on the second game?
That's the weird thing, is the first game didn't have voice acting. Then the second and third games had voice acting. Or specifically the second game had voice acting, and they relocalized, they remade the first and second games into this bundle, and added voice acting to the first game, including Junpei. But then they didn't add voice acting for Sigma. For some reason.
But why?
It's really weird.
But
I don't know why.
Why would you not?
Why did they give Junpei voice acting if they had already later decided that the protagonist shouldn't speak in these games? It's really weird across the board, honestly. I don't know.
Who's making these decisions? You're bad at it.
Like, it'd be one thing if they just decided in the sequel not to have voice acting for the protagonist, but it's even weirder that they redid the first game to add voices after the second game was made, and then added voices to the guy that doesn't have voices in the second game, and it's like, ah, okay.
Wait.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. There's no one here.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know,
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right.
What was he trying to say?
I don't know, because this bitch is cutting him off.
Is he worried that no one will let us out? It's the rabbit slot.
Yeah, we were already here before, guys. Like, you don't have to re-impress us.
Looks just like the room we woke up in.
It is the room we woke up in.
Well, not the same one.
No, but you know what I mean.
They're remarking on how they're all identical.
Yeah.
They don't know that yet because they don't read the gold files. We did.
right.
That whole thing.
Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it.
The Ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please press the touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished.
Wait, so we're stuck here for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
No matter what. Which means we only have 45 minutes to get back down to the other doors.
No?
No, we have an hour.
We had like 2 hours, so it could be an hour and 15 minutes. It could be anything. We don't know how much time has passed, actually.
Yeah. How much you want to bet it's gonna be like, you got 30 minutes to get back to those doors?
I mean, just go there then. There's nothing in your way. It's just a hallway. They can just go there.
I don't know how long it takes.
It's a hallway in a building. You saw the map. It can't take 45 minutes.
It also shouldn't take, like, it shouldn't take 5 minutes to decide what color door you're going into.
What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes.
What? 45 minutes?
No, we just spent 5 minutes talking.
Didn't the screen say 45 minutes?
Yes, but we just spent 5 minutes talking just now.
How did she know that even? Whatever. God damn it. She was just like, why are you asking me stuff? And then now she's like, why didn't you ask me stuff?
Yeah, that's why I was
God
like, why is
damn
she
it.
being such a bitch?
Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
We would have been regardless.
That's what we're here to do.
Oh my god, I swear. Can we just not? Can we skip this game, Keith? This game just
No,
isn't
we're gonna
worth
keep
it.
going.
Jesus.
Oh, really?
Wait, is he being sarcastic or does he?
I'm
is he
giving him
confused?
sarcasm, but
Yes, really.
oh my god, Jesus Christ.
It's what we're here for. It's why we're here.
Sigma, buddy.
Hey, hey, hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now.
You're in the AB room right now.
I don't want to talk in a southern drawl anymore.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
Now I'm all of a sudden British.
Now, let's get this party started.
Is this the same human?
We're doing cheerleader now?
Hey, stop!
Like lollipop chainsaw? We're 5 hours in and it's still explaining the premise of the game.
Can I get like, did someone make? Could someone make a fucking like fan dub where you just keep all the original actors except for Zero? Just like replace Zero's voice.
Just
actor.
replace only Zero's voice
I
actor.
hate Zero's voice actor. It's the worst.
I'm not that bothered by the premise of Zero in this game. I'm just over how overused they are now, because we went from a Zero that says like a few things and then goes away to a Zero that is like all of the dialogue in the game.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano.
What?
There are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
No, it's still 2-on-2. What the fuck are you talking about?
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be.
Oh.
It's us versus the single of our color.
Yeah.
You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh,
that's brutal.
It's us versus Alice.
That's brutal. So it could be a 2-on-2 if we had gone with a double.
No, you can't. You can't do threes. I mean, you can't. You have to do threes. I mean.
Oh right.
So it's always a pair and a single, which is a weird limitation unless it's going to reshuffle us. Ooh.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they?
Wait, who
That
are?
means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas.
And it goes the other way, too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Is this on purpose?
What?
Is like Zero utterly incompetent in name remembering?
Yo, yeah, you notice that? She's actually just fine at remembering names, in that she's very consistent at remembering every single person's name as the bullshit name that she's given to all of them. Every single time, Dio is B.O. Like, he's really consistent, actually.
But why would you...
They're just being rude and disrespectful by refusing to use people's real names, apparently.
But they used the real people's names in the beginning. I hate you.
They just decided to do that the whole game, apparently. And, yeah.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tamioli.
Who the fuck is Potassium? Like...
Wait, yeah.
Who... God, I will...
Okay.
The fuck?
Yeah, I get it.
God,
Because Cleaver is Clover and Tenmioldi is obvious.
I am so fucking dumb.
Because the chemical symbol for K is, for potassium is K.
So you...
Yep.
So you think that is an insult? It's not even his name.
It's not even insults, really. It's just he's refusing to... I don't know, they're just being pointless. If we're gonna keep singling out the dialogue of Zero, this is gonna be a very long playthrough. I think we've exhausted the commentary on that.
And Quirk's enemy will be Monet. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
It's the prisoner's dilemma. Like in the intro, it says prisoner's dilemma. Do you already know what that is?
Yeah.
Oh right. Wait, are you the one that said you did a school test? But no, that was weird. I just talked about the prisoner's dilemma yesterday while I was playing Trapper's Delight with Bird and Wander, and I guess Bird had a professor in college that does the prisoner's dilemma on every single test and has never passed a single time.
Wait, what?
Where if everybody it was like if only like I think it was if less than two or fewer people say yes on the thing, then they get an A. But if more than that many people say yes, then nobody gets it, and you just get your grade. Just like this experiment of the prisoner's dilemma over and over again. The prisoner's dilemma has a lot of different variations, basically, but the general idea is that everybody has an option to press a button, and if only one person presses the button, then they escape prison. But if any more than one person presses the button, then nobody escapes prison. Usually it's like two people against each other. So if one person presses it and the other one doesn't, then you're giving them the good thing. But if both people press it, you get nothing.
Yeah.
And there's versions where it's like you get $1 million or crap like that. Or at this point, it's going to probably be that it determines whether our score goes up or down. But it's us versus Alice, and we can both choose to be an ally or with them or an enemy with them.
But we can't talk to them, which is where the struggle
so you have to trust them to trust you.
How do you do that in a classroom then?
It was just on the test. You just circle a yes or no on it.
I mean, I would just stand up and shout, like, "All right, everybody, I'll fucking circle that. I swear to God, I'll kill you." Like,
that'll go over great.
I mean, it's
in all of your online classes you take.
Oh, it's an online class?
No, I'm saying all your classes are online.
Well, I mean, that would be
the only way you'll go to college.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna be now people.
What?
This is a shit game.
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
This is really vindicating for all the people that say that your Lotus voice is annoying. It's like this person's gonna do every annoying voice in one playthrough.
Every fucking annoying voice. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being an asshole here.
I feel like this person's demo reel when they're looking for jobs. Like, look at this voice I did for Zero, and look at this voice I did for Zero.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at this voice I did for Zero. And what about this voice I did for Zero?
I think that she just came into work and she's like, "Look, I don't really care about Zero Escape. None of you care about Zero Escape. I'm gonna use Zero Escape as my demo reel."
It's like that YouTube channel that's like 100. That one guy that was like, he's like 100 impressions in 5 minutes or whatever.
Brock Baker?
That guy? Yeah, Brock Baker.
Yeah.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray.
It's not even good, Lotus voice.
I can't wait to hear all the people complaining about your Lotus voice when this is in the game.
Yeah.
All you guys have to do is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view.
Okay.
So if we pick ally and they pick ally, we both get a +3. If they pick ally and we pick betray, we get a so I'm sorry. If we both pick ally, we get a +2. If we betray them, we get a +3. If they betray us, we get a -2. And if we both betray each other, nothing happens.
Oof. Wait, not oof.
You think we should just not be the assholes until we learn otherwise?
Yeah, this is like
just be the be the good person, hopefully.
Well, the problem is like, what is the predeterminate nature? Like, will Alice always select ally, and will Tenmyoji always select betray? Like,
their personalities probably indicate certain things. Yeah,
I would imagine just.
But we don't know their personalities because they're not people yet. We're 5 hours in and the game's so busy explaining its premise that we haven't met a character yet. Like, we don't know Dio's personality, I guess. That's about it.
Dio's gonna betray people. We did
a whole room with Alice and she basically never talked.
She never said a fucking word.
I'm like, well, there goes that whole premise of that decision.
So I guess...
Let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they. And you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside. We call that the best pals outcome. Just
Wait,
puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
No, we don't.
Did that to me. Let's skin them and stew them with some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome.
But it's the same thing as the stupid jerk face outcome.
Yeah, that just makes us the jerk face. But we're a jerk face with no self-awareness because we're assholes.
I hate
also, who's we? What I can clearly tell is that if everyone picks ally all the time, then the point economy of the entire game is that's the biggest gain you can get.
Yeah.
Because the +3 -2 is only a gain of 1 point total for both people. Whereas if everybody picks +2, that's a gain of +6.
Yeah.
Or sorry, because there's 2 on our team. If we betray them, we get a +2. But if we ally with each other, we get a +6 overall between the 3 of us. So it's like the point economy gap is massive if everyone just does ally all the time.
If everyone just
but maybe you can't get to 9 that way.
Can you not? We're at 3, 5.
I don't know. It depends on how many rooms there are.
Yeah, there is. There's enough. Well, I mean, if you just kept getting 2s, you'd get to 9 just fine.
Let's find out.
Well,
we're that far.
Well, that's the route we picked, I guess. So.
Okay, yeah, there might be a lot of rooms. I can't really tell. Hey, is that the ending? Is that the true ending we're pointing towards?
No. You can't get the true ending until you get every other ending.
Yeah, probably. Oh well. That chart is meaningless to us. Yeah. But I was curious to see how many branches there are, but that doesn't really indicate how many rooms there are.
I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP.
What happens if you get to the end of the fucking doors and all of you just kept picking betray on each other? Like, no one's points go up. There's no time limit, technically, so what? You just die? You all die? I feel like that's not a...
We just all murder each other. There's always a time limit.
We just haven't been told the time limit.
No, every time... We just got a 2-hour time limit when we went through the doors, remember?
Yeah, but what if we just sat there for 2 hours?
Then you get injected.
No, how?
If the doors open when the time limit's over, right?
Yes.
And then 5 minutes later they close, and if you didn't go in, then they die. This was explained.
Yes. So what if you stayed at the doors for 2 hours, collected all the card keys, went back to the end, found out that you had to do a game, and then we're like, all right, I guess we'll just do all the point economy right now. And then once you come out the first time, you're like, now we know how the game works. We still have 2 more cards already. Let's all go back in, make a plan to get everybody back to 9, the end.
All right. What are you talking about? Are you talking about like if we beat all of the rooms without doing the vote a single time?
Yeah. There's no reason we can't. We have to vote. There's no rule on it. None of the doors have numbers.
Possibly. Yeah.
So that would be the most logical.
She did never explicitly say we had to go back at any point. We just assumed that.
So like we could have just like ruined the entire game by just getting all of this shit done first.
And the next room didn't have yeah, the chromatic doors don't have numbers, huh?
No.
It's just the 9.
Yeah.
So
we could just ruin the entire why?
It does seem like we could just stock up our cards, yeah.
Why is this
and then
game
do all the voting at the end?
Why are these games always so poorly thought out? Like it's a death game in a facility that probably costs a lot of money, but someone always has an oversight somehow.
It's weird how it's called a Nonary game still, but the Nonary-ness is like so reduced now.
The Nonary is like just nothing.
It's just reached the number 9, whereas like the last game was like obsessing over number combinations. This time it's like, numbers, whatever.
We have to keep them.
Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
Okay.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
What? Why does it have to wait?
Hush now. It'll be okay.
We're never gonna escape the explanation of what the rules of the game are. Forever.
No, it won't.
I cannot.
They're gonna be explaining the rules up until the credits roll.
30 minutes remaining.
It's been 10 minutes?
It's been 10 minutes.
That's her fault.
Technically, it's been 15 minutes.
That's her fault. She's just been talking the whole time.
It took you 15 minutes to explain this?
I gotta hop along now.
So what a dick. They keep explaining things while the time limits are happening.
Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out.
It just feels weirdly inefficient to have this tiny screen in the corner when we have a giant screen that we're standing by that she could just use, but no, isn't.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Have a nice trust.
Nice trust.
So we're just gonna ally?
So she said trip, trap, and trust.
Man.
What are we gonna do?
Not be dicks?
The AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call.
It's not that hard, I think.
It's only 2 options.
This is really kind of an interesting game.
It's
Seems
an old.
like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Nope, there we go. Time to explain the prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
Never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate.
I love that channel. I'm subscribed to it.
But that's just a theory. Would it be talk like that? Wake me up.
I would actually legitimately be subscribed to Game Theory to talk like Goofy every time. That'd be hilarious.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Did you know Mario's a communist?
The crazy thing about the dancer is it uses a 5/4 time signature. That makes it different from every other Dark Souls boss.
If you do this centrifugal force calculation on the X, like
you didn't have a plan for that one.
No, but it's like it's just everything he says.
Mario's 5'4", but Wario's actually 8'10".
It would be a much better.
I checked my math.
Actually, if you just give Creel game theory, it would be a much better
Creel
channel.
would improve most channels. Welcome to the Half and Bag with Mike J and Creel.
Oh my god, that would be like the best thing ever.
Is he still animated in the Creel?
There's just a chair and he just animates himself over it. God, that would be great.
Alright, time to explain the concept of the prisoner's dilemma to the guy that doesn't understand Schrodinger's cat. Oh my god.
Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Well, they committed a crime, so now they're gonna have to collect all these bounties for Satan. It's just an alternate skin for Cuphead. Yeah.
God damn it.
Apple and Banana.
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything.
That's not even names. Those are
Anyway,
fruits.
Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away
Which
from
kind of
one another.
police? Banana police or apple police? Because like, is it a race crime? Like, who's getting the racist
You're gonna
into
say
the stick?
you're gonna say those aren't real names in this game?
Yeah.
And a conversation between Sigma and Phi. Next door, there's a guy named Quark.
I mean, there's also a guy named K, who's a robot.
He's special.
In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something.
They can't shout?
So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He
Wait.
visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing.
They're human? This is like really...
Yeah, this got weirder.
This is confusing now.
It got weirder as there's a human.
So wait, so humans arrested Apple and Banana people and they're not like questioning that motive? Like, how did you get an apple head is my more pressing issue. Is that the crime?
Maybe their mascot heads are just stuck.
But they were like dressed up.
They have flesh bodies all the way up to the neck.
Well, I don't know what's like
they're... I don't know. It's, at some point, it becomes the issue of like trying to question the physiology of the South Park butt heads. They're just like, why is your head's just a butt? How does that work?
Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years.
This really got complicated, and like more so than the ones I've heard before.
Also, the original explanation was way simpler.
There's a lot going on here. It's
Yeah,
like,
wait.
and that special condition. Well, maybe if you were a dog lover, then you might get out on a Tuesday.
Yeah, like I don't know. Why are you doing this? Why are you
So,
explaining this?
What's it gonna be?
You feel lucky.
You gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut?
So what? They both keep their trap shut and they get 2 years instead of, and neither of them get 15 is the idea.
Yeah.
Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag.
Wait, did he already rat to you though? Or are you like?
Are you just being a dick at this point?
Yeah. Wait. I don't know like what the situation. Can you update me on like what my partner said?
I feel like everything being said here is illegal.
This is entrapment.
I
Yes.
feel like this might not. We gotta ask Naya, even though she's from the wrong country.
Naya, is it illegal if you
Lawyer, help?
if you trick two people into confessing to each other who don't have representation somehow? I don't know why they haven't spoken to a lawyer yet, 'cause they're already in jail. But
yeah, the lawyer could talk to both of them.
yeah, the lawyer should be able to talk to both of them and relay a message that
Boom,
like,
real world fucks up this thought experiment.
Yeah, this
All right, next up, the ship of Theseus. Let's do this. Let's fuck them all up.
I'm willing to tackle them all.
Asked legally, is it still the same ship? Boom, got it.
Yeah, wait, legally is it still the same ship though? Like
The answer is yes, shut up. The end. Death to all philosophy.
I'm down. I'm down with the sickness.
No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
But what about my partner?
So that's the prisoner's dilemma?
Yeah. What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well,
we are. We are right now.
Can't control my. Wait, this is a more complicated chart than the one we just had.
No, it's not.
Well, yeah, because there's like more numbers and that was silent and confess. Why don't you use the regular chart?
if my
It's the same.
erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut,
It's the same chart where if you confess and the other person stays silent, then you get the best possible outcome.
Yeah, but if you both confess, but if you both get 10 years.
Yeah.
But in the other one, it's like
it's
no
0,
points
yeah.
lost. So like this one, you still lose either way. Like super bad if you both confess.
Yeah. Well, it's super bad in that thing too, because your score doesn't change, which means no one wins.
I guess, but 10 years is still like.
It's you both win versus no one wins versus one person wins more by screwing the other person, but at a huge net negative. Yeah, it's always best to go ally. It's always a net negative.
Yeah, isn't it always best to go ally? There's like no reason to ever...
Unless you're selfish, which everyone is supposedly, because you never succeed at this.
What?
Although in this game, we don't know the variables of the game, so we might need each other in order to get out.
Yeah.
So we might, like, there's no reason to screw each other yet.
You need a third person.
Yeah, because the other people are what creates the variables of who you can go with.
Yeah, and plus, if you run out of people, then who's going to get your points up?
Although I don't think you can lose people till the end, because that's where the actual exit is. But if someone's betrayed, they might start killing dudes.
Yeah.
Due to all of the, you know, blood-stained bodies you see in the intro. Of like all the dead people. Where they just shows tons of dead people.
This game has a real problem keeping his fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, it can't stop spoiling things. The intro also says Prisoner's Dilemma. If you freeze frame there, it probably tells you what every special philosophical challenge is.
Why is this... Who makes those intros? Because that person's an asshole. He just is like spiteful.
And the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too?
Wow, he's just catching up with us, huh?
Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I could shave 5 years off that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be confess.
No?
No, we just explained this.
Wow, you suck, Sigma. You're a bad person.
But you're forgetting something important.
Yeah, the other one of the things that is the good thing. Jesus Christ.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison.
Wait, what if you just...
In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level.
What are you gonna say?
What if you just didn't?
Didn't what?
Didn't choose either.
Staying silent is one of those options. That is not choosing either. It's you either confess what you know about the other person or you stay silent.
Wait, what if you lie?
What?
What if you lied?
Lie about what?
The confession.
What do you mean?
What if you confess a lie?
What would you lie about?
How guilty Banana is in that situation.
The confession is already blaming the other person, that's the point.
Yeah, but if it was a lie, then it would be proven false and then the person would not be held accountable for that confession.
This is really not the point of this.
I don't care what the point is, philosophy's dead. The point is...
a pretty shitty situation on the personal level, too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Oh my god, I hadn't picked up on that. I definitely didn't say prisoner's dilemma before it started.
Yeah. They're pretty much the same thing.
They're literally the same thing.
If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting.
Just let us choose.
Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
No one. 0, of course.
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game.
Did you read 0, of course, or was that your actual response and then the actual text said it?
That's. I looked, I was like, oh shit.
What would we want to do to beat him?
Pick ally.
Just look at the point totals.
Jesus Christ, Sigma.
Say we all picked ally.
Where the fuck are these coming from?
Points be?
That's just the other teams.
Yeah, but who programmed this? This is all on the computer screen.
Sure, maybe, or we're just imagining it, I don't know. Listen, we talked to somebody on the phone earlier and they had scan lines, even though there wasn't a video of them. Like, let's not question that too hard. Was that yours?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who pick Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would be only 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 points total.
So, what does that tell you?
Tells me Sigma's really good at math, but like terrible at literally any like thought processes
or
like
knowing about things.
Anything that requires like anything that requires problem-solving skills, he's really good at. But anything that requires like knowledge or like remembering certain things, like Schrodinger's cat or the prisoner's dilemma, is like.
I still feel like Sigma's gonna walk up to a goddamn mirror and it's just gonna be Junpei. It's like, surprise! He doesn't.
Oh my god!
Like, he doesn't even look like the guy on the cover. He just looks like Junpei. It's just a total bait and switch because we've never seen that guy, right? No. Oh no, we saw him when he got kidnapped. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
But that's him remembering himself getting kidnapped.
It's weird that they made a character and we're never gonna see him. Basically, yeah. Like there aren't even third-person cutscenes in this game, are there?
No.
I don't think we've seen him anywhere.
Yeah. Wait, there was a scene where everyone was standing with each other, but Sigma wasn't there.
I'd have to go back to check, but I don't think he was there.
No, because I would have been like, whoa, is that Sigma?
Yeah.